Okay, so welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. Uh, in this tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you the continuation to our last video that we posted, and this time around, we're going to be applying this to our Figma account. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to how you access variable is first by clicking out, or you can click out using escape, or you can just click on an empty space. You will see variables right here. This is where you can get to apply variables. So you click on this, forget about all of this. What you want to do is when you come to create collection. So let's create our collection here and name it. Collection is like more like a general group. um what can I relate it to? What can I relate it to? Okay, so let's say that collection is like a classroom, and inside a classroom you can have several students, all same student of a particular school, and each student would have different brains. Let's put it that way. So collection would be the classroom, the student um would be the variables, while the brain of the student would be the what is it now again? The brain of those students would be the data that you're storing inside the variable that is inside the collection. So the brain is the data, the student is the container called variable, while the classroom is the collection. That is the most terrible analogy. Well, let's just get started already. So this is the variable panel, and what you want to do here is that, like I said, create collection, and let's call this collection image slider. Okay. So what we want to do is store all the variables that we're going to be needing, and we have it all detailed down here. So our numbers, let's create number, let's create let's create color, two colors, right? And let's create a number. So let's call this image slider count, and the value is equals to 1. The color as active state. Let's store it as 0055FF. Let's keep it calculator. Then call this inactive state, and let's have it BOCAFF, and this time around we're going to have to click on it. Let's bring in that color. Sorry, again, let's do that again. BOCAFF. I have 60% of it. What's going on? Is there no color like that? Let's just pick it right from the canvas. No, you gotta be kidding me. That is a lie, right? Hold on, guys. This is BOCAFF. What's going on? Never seen this in my life. Is that a wrong X code? Oh, it's there now. 60. All right. So now we have this. Call this. I've already explained the logic behind this. So if you've not seen it before, I would recommend that you play the video. I'm going to attach the link just in the description, so you can check out the video and understand how we got here. So I'm going to have this as 1. So what we want to do after we have created all our variables is to start applying it. So this, we're going to come here. What's the name of the image slider? Okay. Um, okay, this image slider here. So we want to apply this color to this, and to this we want to apply. It's okay how to differentiate between variables and your styles is the styles is circular while variables are square, as you can see. So and you access it also from the style panel where you apply your styles. That's where you also access it from. So I will click on image slider here. Yes, we add that. So, oh, this is not going to be a number. Sorry, pardon me for that. It's going to be a string because I explained that for you to have access to component variants, you have to use text and attach the text to the components. Just see how we're going to do that. So let's call this text indicator and the string value as 1. Then that might be surprising to you, but you will get why in a bit. So I've already shown you all this, but let me show you again. Here is my indicator component, and I've created several bits of it, right? So I named each by the active indicator slider. So this the first one is active here, second one is active here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, got to 6. So that was how I did this. So what we want to do right here is we're going to copy an instance out like this, and you can have access to attaching a variable to it. So what we want, where we're going is we're going to image slider, and this is where we're going, indicator. Right, so we click on indicator. So what happens is that now let's go to um let's put this inside the layer. Let me explain to you maybe what we happen. So put this inside the layer, and okay, hold on. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but okay, you know what? Let's just retrace our step back and go back to where we're coming from. We've copied an instance. This is the instance here. So we want to apply the um, the variable to it. So this is the variable right here. Okay. So going back now, let's do our prototyping. Let's do prototyping. Yep. So you can see here that you have access to switch it, detach it, but you don't need to detach it, just leave it like this. All right, so you want to go to our prototyping, and you want to fix everything under this on click. Forget about this. So what we want to do now is set a condition like this. Set a condition like this. I've already explained again the logic behind this. So you need to check it out if you have not, for you to understand perfectly well, because I won't be wasting too much time on this. Just going to copy in the details and try it out to see if we have any issue with it. That's just going to be it. So if okay, yeah. let's set it so this other one, think like this, not 60%. So what I'm doing is copying the color in. All right, now you don't have to fill in the else condition. Let's just go to this second condition. With create condition, you can come here, click add. You can add another condition now. So our if statement for the second condition is if image slider count is okay, what am I doing? That's a mistake right there. I was wondering why it didn't come out. So if our image slide counter is less than equal to 6, yes, what should happen? Let's go. Add action. We want to set image slider count plus 1 expression. Let's write the expression. We want to write this again. So how Figma does their own expression is that you still have to put in the variable that you want to increase or the variable that you want to make changes to. So to this variable, what do you want to do to it? You want to add 1 every time there is a click and every time this condition is fulfilled. Okay, that's done for this. So you can add another one by hovering on this. If you can add another action. So we are still setting another variable. I want to set inactive state to active, right? 00555, and it's going to be 100 by God's grace. Okay, so that's this. You don't have to keep everything open. You can always minimize it. Then another variable I want to set is I want to set indicator. Okay, so we want to set indicator to this text string. We want to set it to um image slider count. Yes, no, image slider count. Okay, I was expecting this. Okay, um let me see, is there a way to convert? Oh, this is going to be a huge problem. I wish I could just um I wish I could just type it in. Okay, I'm going to do something now. Click on this. So guys, okay, now looking at this, we've actually we are not able to access. Sorry, hold on. What's going on? Okay, so we're not able to access not you. Okay, our expression here. What we wanted to do initially was we created a string, right? We created a string for scroll down. We created a string for indicator. and what we wanted to do was we wanted to increment it, like, well, looking at string, how string works on how string works, basically it cannot increment. So we wanted to attach it to another, wanted to bind another variable to it. That was what we wanted to do, but sadly it cannot work like that. So we're going to go back into our variable, and even here you can see that it cannot work like that, because we should be able to attach that variable. Now look at this. I could attach another variable to this. You can see, of course, except itself. You could attach another variable to it. Any number of variables can be attached to it. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to doing our numbers. So we're going to call this indicator. All right, of course we can do that when we have the same name, indicator, and then we're going to attach this image slider count to it, and that solves our problem. You know, I told you guys that I'm going to be real with you. It's a live demo, so mistakes should be expected. All right, so nothing is filtered out. You're seeing everything, because I believe in you guys seeing mistakes, because when you see those mistakes, you're able to recognize them and you're able to watch out for them when you are doing your own work. So unlike if it's filtered out, you guys won't have access to it, and you might make the same mistake, wondering what went wrong. Okay, while I can't make all the mistakes, well, at least let me make few so that you can also like so that you can prevent yourself from making those mistakes and the errors. So what we're coming back to do here is open this up. Of course, it's not going to be available again. So the other thing we want to do, so now let's correct our logic here. This logic is correct, but based on what can be done with this, um I think it's actually correct, but what we're just saying is that we can increment a string variable, or we can only increment a numbered variable. And looking at how we named our components, that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to increment the number. So what I did was that I attached the value of this to this. So when this increases, when this image counter increases, this also increases. Exactly. So going back to our prototype, let's see this. I've never done this before. I told you guys, I'm actually very serious and sincere. I have never done this before now. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, let's this is the first action, second action, then let's create the third action now. So what set variable, and how what set it is that we don't need to even set it, we just need to say the third variable is indicator. We are linking it to it. All right, we are linking it to it, and what we're going to do is for indicator to image counts, like, can you go like this without stress? Yeah. So um, we could do +1 here also. We could actually do +1. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's see if it works. Okay, now let's see this baby. You can see this came up. This went to this. Clicking on it again, you can see it's working. We're going to, okay, now it got to 6, but this is not turning off to be inactive. But when you click on it again, it's now working as inactive. So what's going on here? Let's look at our logic again. So something is totally wrong here. So what's the condition that controls it turning off to inactive when it gets to 6? This first condition. So now you guys need to look into this. Now how this runs is that this runs first, this condition runs first before this one runs, and this is the condition that increments our initial value. So let's look at it together. Now this value is 1 here, so it runs through here. Is the image counter slide 6? No, it is not. This is not going to be activated. Is it less than 6? Yes, it is. So this increments it to 2. So and also runs all this. Now it goes back again. Now the image slide count is 2. Comes again. Is the image slide count 2? No, it is not. And like that, it increments it to 5. So let's say it gets to 5, and this value is now 5 here. So if the image slider count is equals to 5, is it equals to 6? No, it is not. It's 5. It's not equals to 6. So that would mean that getting here, no, definitely is less than 5, right? Say that's 5. Um, 5 is less than 6, definitely. So that means that it's going to increase it to 6. I don't know if you guys understand. That means it's going to increase it to 6. That means that what happens is that, you know, it is not going to be turned to inactive state, because this is what actually converts it to inactive state. You can see it there, active state to inactive state. So that means that it eluded this guy here and came in. This is where it increases to 6 before it now goes back again. When I click down again, it now increases to 6. Like when it now gets to 6, that's when this one will now turn to inactive state, which is wrong. So how we can fix this is that we can just bring this under here again, bring this under here. Why? Because it runs synchronously. What that means is that it's going to run like straight down. So when you're adding your actions, be sure that the most recent action is what is down. So let's say you have the value of something set to 0. That 0 will not be the value if you set the value of that thing to be 2, somewhere downward of that line of action. So that means it's going to believe that the value is 2, not 0. So that's what's going on here. Now with this increases to 6 here, and then goes down and see that, okay, is the image slider count now 6? Yes, it is 6. So turn it to inactive state. So that means that when it gets to 6 immediately, it's going to turn to inactive state. So that is fixing that. All right. So that's the end of this tutorial. And like I said, I do not know how to make this slide, to make it follow this prototype, but I really wish that Figma help provide a solution to this. And if you guys also know a solution that I should try out, please feel free to comment below. I would like to know it. Okay, so let's see it one more time again. Now this, I don't know why this is low to move. Am I sure? I don't know. Okay, I think I know. So what we're going to do is, let me see, this prototype. We're going to note this. When you tap, this is what happens first. It scrolls first before answering to this. So we're going to fix that, or we should drag this under this. is equal to. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this guy up here, bring you up here. So scroll. Okay, so let's see that again. I'm going to restart this by hitting on R. Okay, so going down, now you can see that it moves at the same time. It runs synchronously. So you can see. Now this means that it's actually not being delayed because it's no longer, you can see that this already turned to inactive state. It's not getting delayed because it doesn't have to run through this condition of should I scroll. Not a condition, through the action of should scroll to this particular value. It's no longer running that action. That's why it's moving faster this time around. Now let's see that again. You can see it's moving faster, faster. Yes, and this turns to, and the reason why this turned late is because again it runs synchronously. Again, it runs what synchronously. So to fix that, you need to bring this up here as well. You now see that you got no delay. It changes immediately, gets to 6. You can see because this is active. No matter what, whether it is moving or not, this is active. It's running. So it's going to every time confirm that okay, you are scrolling to 290. So if Figma could just have a way for us to just increment this as well, maybe with saying that multiply by multiply this by image counter slide, so that when it gets to 2 it multiplies by 290 and then it scrolls to uh, the third screen. I just hope that they get a fix around this for us. All right, thank you guys for your time. If you like this tutorial, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We are going to be releasing more videos like this. A video that is non-edited, not edited, I mean, sorry. And that would get you to learn very well because when you see mistakes, you won't make those same mistakes. Thank you very much for your time.